Hey, futurist, Jim Carroll from the virtual broadcast studios. This thing's still on. I'm still down in my virtual studio. And what this is about today is Facebook reminded me that 2 years ago today was when it really all came crashing down. I used to go out and spend time on great big glorious stages. 2 years ago today, I filmed this particular video clip where I was in front of a backdrop of a bunch of toilet paper, March 16th. 2020. It really became real that day that this was going to be a big, complex event that was going to unfold. And I was trying to give myself a message of optimism, but at the same time, I was beginning to experiment what I could do in a virtual broadcast studio with a lot of gear. But I want to play the clip, and then I'm going to go back and talk about what we've learned along the way. Oh, here we are. This is the thing about going live. I'm going to play the clip. Hey, futurist, Jim Carroll live from the home broadcast studio. No, this is not a product placement. Boy, heck of a week, hasn't it been? Look, when I said the future belongs to those who are fast, I had no idea that it was going to be leading to this type of thing. So just a couple of things. Number one, we're hunkered down at home. My wife and I have been working at home for 30 years, so we're very actually used to this. The good news is I'm obviously not on the road. All of my speaking business has absolutely shut down. That's why I fired up this home broadcast studio. The interesting thing is my 24-year-old son, who works in the wealth management industry, is starting to work from home as well. So it's a busy little house here. We've had to make sure that the internet is working fine. We've had to stock up on some supplies like everyone else. Where do we go from here? I don't think anybody really knows. And I originally started this video update series last week with some guidance and insight on what leaders need to do to manage through economic downturns. Obviously, we are dealing with something entirely new, entirely different. Nobody knows where we are going. We're making great time. I think what we are witnessing is one of the most seismic events in human history. This is going to change what happens with nations. This is going to change how people interact. This is going to change global supply chains. This is going to change concepts around globalization. It is going to change everything. We don't know when the heck we're going to come out of it, but what we do know from previous periods of time like this provides very fundamental, transformative, substantive change. We're living through it right now. And I think what is going to happen as we somehow get through the very difficult stages and periods of time that is obviously coming in the next week as our healthcare system undergoes massive stress, is we're going to start to see some early signs of what it really means, the trends that might unfold. Look, as a futurist, I'm watching this from all kinds of different perspectives. I'm trying to keep my head screwed on right. I'm trying to stay very positive. Changing my routine, all kinds of activities and little projects around the house as we unfold into this new world. So look, history is being made. You're part of it. Enjoy the ride. It's going to be absolutely fascinating. That's it for now from futurist Jim Carroll.
You know, it's fascinating going back and looking at that video. And, you know, from two perspectives, I think I nailed a lot of the trends that were going to unfold in the next 2 years leading up to today. Globalization changing, an unknown period of time in which this pandemic is going to last, global supply chains being broken, a lot of volatility, a lot of challenge. But the personal message I was giving to myself is I got to learn how to exist in this virtual space. So here I am, you know, I figured out how to stick myself in a car in the virtual broadcast studio. I've spent a tremendous amount of time with a lot of fascinating tech. I really think my virtual broadcast studio project saved me because I learned a lot. It kept me busy. It gave me projects and helped me stay in front of my global clients with a lot of really powerful, helpful content. So not only was I doing a lot of really cool stuff like this, where I'm working with a lot of technology and a lot of gear to figure out things, but I was also putting myself in a frame of mind where I could continue to innovate, change, and adapt and align to a reality of a world in which we really didn't know where the heck we were going. So it's been a heck of a ride, 2 years on, looking back at that image where I'm talking in front of a bunch of toilet paper rolls with a lousy webcam, not a lot of lights, not a lot of sophistication in the virtual broadcast studio, and look where I am today. My whole attitude was, you know, that scene from Pulp Fiction where John Travolta's kind of going, is that all there is? I determined early on if I was going to do virtual, I was going to do it right. I was going to do the best I could. And so it's been an incredible voyage. Here's the thing, as we come out the other side, we're all living in this new and complex multimedia world in which there is content everywhere, there is screens everywhere. We're truly global in terms of the virtual opportunity. And I've got even as I go back to stage, I've got a number of events coming up in Brussels and Zurich and Key West and Atlanta and who knows where else. I'm going to be doing a lot of virtual work as well. This is going to continue to play a massive role. So this is where I'm coming from right now. I think what is happening here is a future that is full of just absolutely magical, marvelous opportunity going forward. It's kind of fun to look back to think of where I was 2 years ago today and realize where I am right now, shorts and all, down in the virtual broadcast studio. That's it for now. Futurist Jim Carroll. Learn more at virtual.jimcarroll.com. Thank you for watching. Oh, and that's it. Over and out. We'll give it a wrap.